Round 5, Race 8. Second to last race in the series. Chris is testing his Super V8 and the theory that it's better late than never. The paint is barely dry and the car's setup still needs a lot of work. His testing will continue during the race. His aim is to be competitive for the season finale at Hockenheim next week. Bad qualifying for BigRig, but a great start gets him through the Montana pack, even if he takes a little bit of grass to get there. Poppy is out in front of the race and the series. He is 5 points clear of SMC and 6 of Steel, but that is not much of a buffer. Right now, however, he knows his biggest threat is JMazz, and so Poppy is hoping that Mazmo in second place holds JMazz up long enough for him to stretch out a lead. Curvelo is a tight jumble of 18 turns squished into 4.5 kilometres that requires over 30 gear changes each lap. And frustratingly for the Super V8s, they are no faster than the Montanas through 3/4 of the circuit. This is going to be an exercise in patience for the Super V8 drivers. Most of their passing will be on the long main straight, where they can finally open up and put 50 kilometres an hour over the Utes. Gunnar takes an early lead. He's 8th overall on the table, but he's only 2 points off Reaper, and they will spend today locked in a battle for second place in the Montana field. With only a handful of points on offer today, every place will be vital to both drivers. Harps currently holds the second Montana spot, but he eliminates himself from the competition with a heavy right foot on not yet warm tyres. It doesn't look bad, but he's taken a lot of suspension damage. He'll put in a few more laps, but it's going to be an early trip back to the garage for his Montana and an early trip back to the cells for Harps. Poppy pushes hard to widen the gap out front, but JMazz is already threatening Mazmo. There is no love lost between these two rivals. Mazmo is fast, but JMazz is very familiar with his weaknesses. He bluffs Mazmo wide and slips under him to take second. This was not Poppy's plan. Another drive not going to plan, Stu M takes SMC for 4th place. But SMC is an experienced touring car driver, and he lets Stu M drive away. It's a long race, and he has a feeling he'll be catching up with Stu before too long. Reaper is keen to be up front challenging Gunner for first in the Montana field, but he's being harassed by Steele from behind. Steele had no competition for the win in race 7 last week, but his setup just isn't suited to Curvelo. He hasn't been able to do the development work he would normally put into a race, and he is working hard just to keep pace with Reaper. Reaper has removed all downforce from his ute to get as much speed as possible, and he is white-knuckling it around the track. It's going to be a very long race for him, driving at 100% the whole time. Poppy spins and hands JMazz first place on a plate. Poppy is furious. His crew chief Jim actually has to mute the team radio, but it fires Poppy up into catch-up mode. Now, it's fighting time. And SMC gives Stu M a friendly wave as he cruises on back past for 4th. Poppy catches up to JMazz, and they begin an absolutely epic battle for the rest of the race. There would not be more than the length of a set of jumper cables between them for the next 30 minutes. JMazz was late to the series, and although a very fast driver, he is not challenging Poppy for points. Poppy could have let him go at any stage, and it would not affect his position on the leaderboard at all. But Poppy wasn't doing this for the points. This was personal.
It was a quiet night down at the gaming hall. We doubled up on cocaine and Adderall. full of smoke and the air so still that I choked when I raised up both of my hands to yell bingo. I was looking around trying to track down who the biggest threat would be. Seeing the fear in everybody's eyes, and apparently it was me. I guess I know why. I've been coming here cleaning house for the past few weeks. I was B-I-N-G-I-N-G-O. From the second I walked in, I planned my attack. 3 packets in hand, I sat at my usual table and back. He might have been calling the numbers, but I was calling the shots. After 4 in a row, I jumped up and yelled, "Someone should call the cops! I'm killing it." Everyone's sitting around like a people garden. Tension builds as the wrap-up nears the end. This dapper is a weapon, sending everyone to bingo heaven. Held back by the numbers I don't have. Then the room got...
Reaper has reeled in and passed Gunner for the Montana lead. Without any downforce, he is working hard to get that extra speed on track and out of the dirt. While Steele works hard just to keep them in sight. Chris pulls his car into the pits. He has pushed his car as hard as it can go, but it has had enough. And Stu M pulls over with mechanical problems also. Both drivers have a week now to sort out their cars before the season finale in Hockenheim in Germany. But on track, the battles rage on. Nearing the end of the race, SMC has been slowly catching Mazmo in third, but has been slowed down trying to find a way around the leading Montanas. The distraction causes Gunner to overcook the final chicane, and Reaper is clear to take the Montana win.
して詰めたこんなごめんよ しよ君の気持ちを教えてねどっちみち俺のもの